Hey guys, sorry if I look like a mess today. At least I feel like I look like a mess. I went swimming and chlorine mixed with my natural hair, causing massive shrinkage and some knotting. But just bear with it today. But that's not the point of today's video. A couple of days ago, I watched Me Before You, and I wasn't gonna watch it because of some of the scathing reviews my friends gave it. But me and my mum were at home having a girls' night, felt like watching a couple sappy movies. We also watched Legend of Tarzan, which is not sappy, but I so recommend if you haven't seen it. Again, not the point. Me Before You. And I don't really know how I feel about the film. That's a lie. I do know how I feel about it, but it's not what I thought it was gonna be. Because I went in ready to be angry and upset and like offended, and I really wasn't. For those who haven't seen the film, Me Before You is about two characters, Will Traynor and his carer, who I can't remember the name of, so we're gonna call her Emilia Clarke because that's the name of the woman who played her. Basically, Will has decided he wants to die because he became a quadriplegic after he got hit by a motorcycle, and his mum hired a carer stroke companion in order to cheer him up and I think inadvertently give him the will to live. Spoiler alert, doesn't work, Will still dies. And when my friend was talking about the film, they were saying that it's really bad, it represents disability as tragedy, I hate it, no one should watch it, it's terrible, it's the worst thing to ever hit Hollywood. And so I was ready for the worst. But I think after I watched it, I realised that it's not as bad as it's been made out to be. I think the main problem, actually no, let's talk about the positives first. I actually quite like the characters. So I like Emilia Clarke's character. I think she's very sweet and bubbly and lovable, and me and my mum, we started smiling the moment she came on screen. It was like, I love you, you're amazing. And considering they're discussing euthanasia, I think they've actually handled it pretty well and tastefully, and it's not like trying to deliberately offend any groups. I think the main problem with the film is the context in which it's been set in. So one thing I always say is that there needs to be better representation of disability everywhere. Like, there are more disabled people in the world than people realise, and this isn't reflected in film or TV or music or in the workplace or even in the streets. And it's really frustrating because you think about young kids growing up with disabilities, they're not seeing it on the screen and they don't feel like they have a place, I guess, in society, which is isolating and just plain old horrible. I think the main problem is that when Hollywood or anyone actually try to bring disability to the forefront, it's the way they represent it, and disability as tragedy or disability as inspiration or disability as negative, and it's not really fair because disability is more than those things. Like, I don't see myself as inspirational, and I don't try and go out and make it like I am, and I don't see my disability as a tragedy to my life or as a negative, something that I should be upset about and want to change, but this is what you continually see represented. Now, if this film came out in a time and in a context where disability was accurately represented everywhere, and you saw films where disabled characters were disabled, but their character, that wasn't the epitome of their character. Like, they were more than their disability. It wasn't like a two-dimensional disabled character. Then a film like this would have been perfectly fine, because it represents a story that we don't really see much as well in the media, and that's the idea of euthanasia. And I think it's good that this story has been told, but I just find it annoying that this is the only story Hollywood feel the need to represent. I mean, yeah, films like Untouchables, I think, is really cool and nice and sweet because it represents disability as not a tragedy but something to accept as your own and something to embrace. And it would be nice if there were more films out there like that. Like, I had to go to watch a French film to see that, and it's like, well, is it really hard to have disability in the mainstream? And if so, why is it? Like, all in all, I really did actually like the film. Like, me and my mum were crying at the end. But I also was just annoyed about, again, the message we're giving about disability. Like, I am yearning for a character who represents me in my life. And the whole, like, disability is there, but it's not neither an addition nor subtraction. It's just a part of my life. It is what it is. I go about my daily life. I work, I study, I live, I have relationships, and that's what I want represented. I don't want you to tell me a story about how someone overcame their disability and became this amazing part of history, because let's face it, we're not all gonna do that. I don't want a story about a Paralympian, because we do not all do sports. I don't want a story about someone who found a miracle cure to some drug and how they're a great thing in the whole world and that now they're gonna cure all diseases, because I don't want to be cured. So it's like, where's my story in all this media we have and all these films and TV shows? I just want someone to represent my voice and my view of the world. But I guess we've still got a long way to go for that. I mean, they're trying. They just need to try a bit harder, I guess. But I'd love to hear your views about this. If you think I've given it a bit of a scathing review too. I mean, I think I've been quite fair. Comment down below, let me know. If you've seen the film and you liked it, or you didn't like it, let me know your ideas. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think this film was trying to do good? Do you think it was not doing good enough? Just comment down below and let me know. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, because I really do like hearing from you guys and knowing that you like to watch my vids makes me feel good. And yeah guys, that's really it from me. So until next time, wishing you love, peace and soul. Bye.